Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year, and I hope everybody had a happy Merry Christmas. In this video, we're going to be doing a lot, such as putting away Christmas, putting away a lot of decor, cleaning up, chatting. We're going to be doing a lot of chatting because I want to plan 2025 out in terms of projects with you guys, and also kind of let you know what's been going on, because if you haven't noticed, I haven't posted the video in quite some time, as well as wasn't able to do a holiday video. But in this video, we're just going to be doing a couple of those things. So the first thing I wanted to do was I actually am going to swap out my storage totes that I have. I have the yellow and black bin totes that you all know, and I showed you on this channel in my attic organization video, but I figured with trying to get organized for 2025, I may as well put the yellow. Some of them are red and green, some of them are red and black. Honestly, I just need an indication that it's Christmas, other than my, placards my stickers that I put with my label maker on there. But I would like more of a visual cue when I put those away, so I know exactly which ones I do and do not need to bring down. And I did get rid of quite a bit of Christmas. We're also probably going to be getting rid of some things that you'll see in this video, and future plans on actually clearing out a lot of our house, just things that we don't use or don't need anymore. But first thing I need to do is I'm walking around the house to see what else things that I need to do while I go out and run errands. We have to go pick up Pablo because we just got back from Canada for New Year's. Today is January 2nd, but first, let's go up and see how many Christmas totes we have in our attic. That way I know how many I need to buy. All right, so we're up here. Sorry for the horrible lighting. This day is just very gray and very gloomy, but I'm looking around to see what I need in terms of how many totes. I see one already. So we know we need one tote for Christmas. We need, I think this is the second one. Two. Let's see what this is. I'm just gonna say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting around like 7 to 8 totes that we might need, which is crazy. And I know I got rid of one, so make that 9. And we're going to be getting rid of some Christmas. It's some Christmas decor that we don't use anymore. And honestly, some of it broke this year. Like one of our trees, I'll show you all that later. But if you could see, our attic looks...
Jesus, take the wheel and drive fast.
A mess right now. We're going to have to do another organization up in this attic. But truth be told, we are going to be getting rid of a lot for the new year. So we'll see what all looks like here once we get everything out. And I'm going to start putting things on the side of the road, honestly, this week and this weekend. And this video might be over a course of a few days while we get out of some stuff. I was going to buy one of those totes that you put your Christmas ornaments, like the glass ornaments inside, but I ultimately decided against it because the box looked a little, or I should say tote looked a little cheaper. It's not the ones that I love. And I don't like how the lid closes, and I'll pop it up in the screen so you understand what I mean. But I think I'm just going to put them back in the boxes that they came with and put them in one of my totes that I know is sturdy and very longevity in terms of how sturdy and how long they last. But we are going to get ready to get out of here. I got on my new shoes that I wanted to show everybody. These are the Vessi, I think they call it. They're a Canadian brand that's weather or waterproof shoes that I want to show everyone. They're very comfortable. Okay, here are the ones I want. Those are the ones I have originally, but these I want because they're red, and that'll tell me that they're Christmas. And they have these humongous ones, and they're the same, so I can interchange these tops for the yellow one. So this works perfect. All right, I'm gonna get 10 of these. I think they're $9.98. So do you get a deal if you buy more? No. Okay. Look at all these good deals. $7.50 for those LED lights. It's crazy. Also has more deals over here. That's insanely cheap. $125 for all-purpose clips. All right, so I just got back from Home Depot. As you can see, I got the bins. I got 9 of them, and it came to under $100, surprisingly. But I love that it's the red top. It's not the red and green like Lowe's have, but I checked Lowe's, and Lowe's had it. It was red and green, but Lowe's had it for $12.98. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't have bought them for that. So I saw that Home Depot had the red with black, which is more than enough differentiate. Oh Lord.
Who?
Visual difference for me. Just having the red top tells me it's Christmas. But the Christmas deals that they had, everybody, was insane. I'd never seen lights cost that cheap. If we don't, we had a company do our lights this year just to try them out, and they ended up doing a great job. I'll pop a photo up in the video. But so we don't really buy our lights anymore. But if I had to buy lights, I'm telling you, that's if anyone needs to buy lights, just wait till the New Year's, after New Year's, the day after New Year's, and go to Home Depot or Lowe's and just pick you up a couple lights. I'm heading to get Pablo now, and I'm gonna be 7 minutes late. I'm trying to dog it, but everybody's driving so slow today.
Move out the way.
Also, we're getting rid of some things that broke, actually. So we have 2 rose gold Walmart trees. They're skinny trees. I'll pop a photo up in the video so you see. But one day we were getting ready to leave, and I smelled the burning smell. And our house uses gas for most of the appliances and everything. So I just thought, well, maybe we left something on, like the stove on or something, like, or the oven. And I'm like, no, that doesn't smell like gas. So I kept, leaving the space and walking back in and smelling the smell. And I was like, no, that smells like electrical. And I was like, well, we did just get some electrical work done in our house. We had a new outlet put into the dining room. It only had one outlet in there, and we needed an additional one. So we had that installed. So I was like, okay, gosh, maybe for whatever reason the electrician did something wrong. I don't know. I was trying to rule out any possibilities. Turns out it wasn't that. As soon as I made that determination, I saw that one of the rose gold trees were way brighter than the other one. And they're halogen lights, and halogen doesn't get that bright. So I was like, okay, something is off with this tree. As soon as I went to do something with it, all the lights just burned out. And I looked at the thing, and you can see, when a halogen light burns out, it turns black inside. All of them started doing that, and it started getting really bright and everything. And I was like, oh no. So luckily I unplugged it, but I kid y'all not, it was about to be a full-on fire in our house from the rose gold tree. So I'm definitely getting rid of the tree, but I don't know if I want to keep it and then just string the same colored lights that I have, albeit LED versions, so it's safer. They don't heat up. We won't run into that problem again, most likely. But then I thought about the other one, because the other one still works perfectly fine. But now I'm scared that one's gonna burn out and catch on fire too. So I don't know if we're just gonna get one and keep the other, get rid of both. I'm not too sure. I love the trees, Core loves the trees, but we're not sure. Now some other news that I want to talk to everybody about is we're gonna be doing a lot of different, I told you, getting rid of things, including Christmas, but a lot of other things as well. We may be potentially, and it's a strong potentially, maybe moving in about a year. But I'm not too sure how that's going to entail. So the stuff that I'm getting rid of is stuff that I would have got rid of regardless whether we were moving or not. So we've been in this house for a year, and we're going to be staying for at least another year. I don't like moving yearly. That's not something I'm interested in. But so stuff, I'm just going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff. So you'll be seeing a lot of organization videos, getting rid of videos. Possibly that I'm making in this video too is me just taking stuff to Goodwill and get rid of a lot, which I already have. But there's still quite a bit of stuff. You seen the attic earlier. It's still a freaking mess right now. But some other news that we're going to be doing, of course, we got our projects going on. We need to finish our current renovation, which is the wardrobe closet series. And I did a different video. I was gonna come out with a different video before this one. We got our permit approved for the bathroom addition, and I'm really excited about that. If it's a little loud, I'm sorry. It's very windy, and if anybody knows anything about a Jeep Wrangler, it's anything but quiet. But back to the projects. So we're gonna have that starting off. We're gonna be finishing our main bathroom because I'm in the middle of doing the main bathroom refresh, the one that we're currently using. Then we're gonna move on to our game room. If you know a theater room before I started this channel, that room is already done. And then I'm gonna move along to the guest bedroom. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the attic in this house. I would love to, but we'll see as the projects progresses and as the time allows. And we have a lot of traveling planned for 2025, so we'll decide what we'll be able to do. I'm trying to think of any other news that we have gone on, but really getting organized, getting rid of a lot of things, getting everything cleaned up, I think is going to be best for, start of the new year. That way when I do projects and stuff, I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of my tools. I actually have at least 10 totes of the actual yellow and black version of this, of tools I haven't used and I don't know when. If anyone knows me or knew me from years ago, one of my friends, you know that I used to be, I don't want to call it a mechanic, but I worked on cars on the side and did a bunch of project cars on the side. So I have tons of automotive tools. I'm really not too sure if I'm really, ready to part ways with all that stuff because I love automotive. It will always be in my heart. That's where my career is. But I don't know. I haven't used those things and I don't know when. And I don't know. I will have a hard time separating from it. So most likely what I will be doing is just looking for duplicates of stuff that I can get rid of. And kind of getting rid of all that stuff, getting rid of a lot of paint things that are just garbage and thrown everywhere. It's all in our basement right now. Projects, we've been throwing stuff down there and whatnot. So honestly, for the first of the month, it's going to just be a huge cleanup and just getting rid of things and just getting very, very organized. Just got back home from picking up Pablo and I got the toads here. So now I'm going to start just going around the house and taking you all along with me and kind of placing all the Christmas stuff on the dining room table, which I'm going to turn on the lights here. And I'm also going to turn on these lovely sconces. But first things first is you can never not have your mistletoe. So obviously that stays. All right, so I actually wanted to show you all something. It's my little, it's called a Nimbot. I actually got this from a friend. I love this thing. It's actually a label maker, and I use it to label all my, these are my old yellow and black ones that I'm going to be swapping over, but I just wanted to copy what I had originally on here. Originally, I just used to take Sharpie marker and put it on there, but I thought the label maker would be, more cleaner. So I just used that to print it. It's sticky, and this thing works really great. You literally just charge it a little bit, or you can plug it in and connect through Bluetooth, and you download the app called Nimbot, and you literally put your, whatever you want to name, your label, you can put it on there and then print it out. It's literally like a 5-minute process, if that, depending on how many labels you are making. So I kind of got the table clear a little bit for the decor, but I wanted to show you all the rose gold trees that I was telling you about earlier. It is these. These are the rose gold trees that we have, that we got from Walmart. Really great trees. Honestly, they're beautiful. At daytime, sometimes they look a little chromish, but as the nighttime falls, or depending on the day, you can definitely see the rose tinted on them. They're beautiful, but if I can show you, this is what I was talking about with they're burning out. These bulbs were so bright. That's how I knew something was off with the tree amongst the smell. So I'm just glad that we caught it when we did. So Cora's unsure if we want to keep these, what we want to do. I think I can just cut all the lights out and, reuse them with LEDs. But as I'm looking at it, it definitely is intertwined in there pretty well. But I don't want to buy more when you have them right here. You just can string lights on it. But we'll kind of go and see what we want to do with those later. But for now, I did get the tree ornament boxes down from the attic for the main tree. And I think I'm going to do some of that tonight as well. But I want to focus on getting all the glassware in this on the table. And a trick that I always want to show you, for your presents, or even if you have leftover wrapping paper, do not throw it away. Use it for your glasses, anything you're putting up for Christmas. Use it to, wrap them up and keep them safe. I do that every year and I save them, and it has never failed me yet. Especially with if you have a bunch left over and you have, let's say, a lot of space that in your tote, stuff it all with the wrapping paper that you didn't use or you did use and tore up when they was opening presents, and stuff it in there so if the box falls, if it tips over or anything like that, it's protected. So I always use those. I'm cleaning off the shelf, and by everybody, this is going to be a long talking video. Now I got a new, I want to show y'all this. This is a new, it's not new, but we had a gingerbread guy inflatable outside our house. They put the label over him, but ours broke. I don't know if something happened with the wire during shipping. It worked for the past couple of days. Next thing we knew, we looked out and it looks like the wire like burned or like has some type of electrical fault and just like disconnected itself from the base. So we're not too sure what that was, but they did send us a new one. But I need to send back the old one, and it's been snowing. Snow's all gone now, but we were supposed to have a snowstorm tonight, but it hasn't happened yet. So hopefully it's not too wet and I can, put it up. So looking for other stuff like pillows we have around. Pillows I'm not too worried about right now because I have a bin going for that right now, and I know it's not going to be big enough, and I'm going to have to create separate bin for that. So let's find some more glassware like this one. Have this cute going on, and these things, we love these. They light up too, actually. We didn't turn them on this year. To be quite honest, I didn't know they lit up until literally just now, because we got so many, decor items, and you just really don't remember. So I'm gonna put these down here. Turn off my Ninbot machine. Whoops. Okay, sit that down there. And this cute little guy here. Definitely gonna keep him. Did you see, if y'all saw, I had a YouTube short that I'll link in the description box and in the YouTube video as well of some of our Christmas. So you will be able to see some of the Christmas that we did in this house, just not all of it. So I was really happy with myself. If you all know, I'm new to the recording. I'm new to shorts and all that stuff. So I'm trying to see, what's going on out there, how to do that. But just having fun, to be quite honest, and just wanting to show you all kind of what I do in life and everything like that. But I want to show you Christmas Vacation's house. And of course it lights up. Note to self, the wine is disgusting. It is a wine box. You can see the spigot right there, comes right under the door. The guy in the store told me it was horrible, but I didn't believe him, because everyone's taste is different. So, I'm used to not drinking that much of expensive wine just because I usually don't drink that much. But he wasn't lying. It's gross. It's really, really gross. So if you're buying this Christmas Vacation house and you really want it for the wine, do not get your hopes up for it. It's pretty bad. And it's not even like, the thing about it is it's like, not even like a sweet wine. Usually sweet wines aren't like terrible tasting for the majority, but it's a cab, I think, if I recall correctly. So I thought it was going to have somewhat of a good taste because cab is just a wine you usually don't get too bad of variations of it when it comes to manufacturers, coming out with things. So needless to say, it was bad though. We drank one glass and the wine's been in there ever since. But the nice thing about this house is you can take the wine thing out. So we're gonna use it for next year and just kind of like consolidate it into its own box and just put different, box wine into there. So I think you do undo these 2 clips. This is how much is still left in there. It's so gross. It's a pretty big bag. It says this carries 4 bottles of wine in here, and it is a cab. And it's just, I don't even know how to describe the taste. That's how bad it is. It's just like, the initial bite makes you think it's gonna be good, and then it kind of just punches you in the face, and it's just like, psych, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be good. But let me stop talking about negative about that. The box was cute. I think the overall of what they were trying to do was really, really great, and I would buy it again, to be quite honest. It was only I think $30 max, so I would for sure buy it over again. And there is a way to fold this, so let's see if we can do this. But I'm really excited about this year. We're gonna have a lot of projects that we're gonna be getting done on this channel, and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to be positive about it and just see what life has to bring us, you know. And I don't like to call everything like something bad's gonna happen. I'm the type of person that's just like, you know, the bad happens, if you want to call it that, to teach you something. So kind of just learn from the lesson and move on from there. Not to say it's not a bad thing to be in your feelings or be upset about something, because it's life, y'all. Stuff happens, you know. So I think everyone's feelings is valid, whatever happens to them. That's why I'm a big person when it comes to the kindness costs nothing saying. It really doesn't. Even if somebody is mean to you or just rude to you. Like, actually today, funny I say that, I was at Home Depot when I took you all to there to get the totes. It's usually the same people working in Home Depot, right? So I don't want to say I know them, but I certainly recognize them. And for some reason, the woman that I usually speaks to, she was just like, you know, looking crazy, you know. And I'm not saying that to be funny or anything, but she was just, I like spoke to her and she like acted like I didn't even say anything to her or existed. But, you know, I'm a big believer in, I almost ripped this thing. You know, people are going through their own stuff. People have their own stuff going on. So I'm not judging her. I'm still going to speak to her when I go in. The next time I go in, hey, how you doing? You know, kindness costs nothing. And who knows what she was going through. She could have had a really bad New Year's. Something could have really happened to her personally and her family or anything. Who am I to judge her? So, but that's just a bit what I'm a big believer in, you know. And don't get me wrong, sometimes life tries you, and to the point you don't want to be kind. You're just so upset and frustrated. But, you know, unfortunately, some people out there love to get a reaction out of people by purposely upsetting them. Maybe because they had something that happened to them and they just decided to do nothing about it and seek out the help. Not saying that help is easy to get, but unfortunately, some people, you know, kind of resort to just trying to get a reaction out of people and upset you, you know. And those are the kind of people that, again, where the kindness costs nothing really comes into play, because once a person realizes they can't get you upset or try to, you know, I guess, make themselves happy, they just leave you alone, you know, or at least try again a different day, leave you alone and try again a different day. But if you keep showing them over and over and over that you're not, sorry, you know, I'm not like that, I'm just going to wish you the best, I'm not going to judge you, I'm going to keep it moving, they'll eventually leave you alone. I mean, that's how I carry myself. So, not to say they don't get me sometimes, of course they're going to get you, but it's life, that's what happens. So I just got done building down that box, and I'm looking in the kitchen for some more glass items. So I have this guy. He is quite massive. You see he got a chip on his forehead. I'm sure that happened because of me with my rough packing. I think last year I was packing him and I like dropped him when I was trying to wrap him in paper, and he got a little chip on him. So, but what is Christmas decor without a little, you know, personality with it? So it's not enough to get rid of them or something like that. And we have this cute little coffee thing over here. I'm not too sure if we're gonna keep these two things, so I'm just gonna sit them on the table where we can see it. And right now I'm focused on the glass things because Cora and I know for sure that we want to keep everything that's glass. Because if we don't want it anymore, well, we would have already gotten rid of it when we took it out, which is what I was telling you all in the beginning with packing, well, packing and organizing, that I got rid of a lot prior to this video, and still have a lot to get rid of, but I'm really happy because it just a lot less stuff you have to lug around and everything like that. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, and I also normally I keep my candles, Christmas candles. When we lived in Florida, we had a storage unit, an air conditioned one. So it didn't really matter much to keep candles and just put them away in the bin. But our attic is not climate controlled. So I noticed that our candles started melting. And I noticed that in our Halloween, I noticed it in our Halloween bin before I noticed it in our Christmas bin. Some of the Halloween candles like just melted all into our decor. Luckily, it was decor we weren't keeping anyway, so that was fine. But that definitely reminded me to not put any candles back for Christmas. So over the past couple weeks and stuff, I've been burning them, you know, just lighting them and letting them go, and just gonna replace them. I always get the kind of same candles anyways, which I love my fir and anything, you know, else that we pick out and that smells really good. But they're cheap enough to buy new every year. But at least try to burn them, just don't throw them out, at least for me. So I'm gonna put these dishes down. And next thing we're gonna do is get this little thing out of here. Oh, I do have some stuff in the half bathroom that I need to get out. I almost forgot about that. And I'll show you all the half bathroom because I don't think you've ever seen this half bathroom on this channel. So let's go get the stuff out of there. This is the hallway. And then we have this cute little thing, and then we have this tree that we're most likely going to keep. But here's the half bath, and I don't want to show you the toilet. I'm right in front of it, but it's a cute thing. We had this for a while, and I think it's almost time to let it go. It's soap and lotion, but to be quite honest, it's one of the best soaps and lotions I've ever used before. So I think I might keep it for another year, and we'll see. I usually wrap it in plastic bags, and I never had an issue with it spilling or anything. So it's not a storage problem thing with that. So I'm really glad on that. I got my first bin done. As you see, I kind of just did a lot of the glassware, and I just used a lot of the leftover paper that I have from over the years and some new wrapping paper to make sure it's all safe. Then I kind of stuffed it around with some wrapping paper and stuffing and stuff just to make sure nothing gets broken. And I have my labels here that are sticky, and I'm gonna do the Christmas glassware. I wasn't able to get 2 glasswares in there, but that's fine. I'll just put them in the other decor box. And then I take my thing and I just put a label on top of it. Now, actually, I might do another one just in case I accidentally put the bin backwards. So I'll know exactly what it is. But let's go ahead and cue back that music real quick and let's get some more packing. All right, hey everybody, it is the next day and we are still putting some stuff up. Some updates. I cleared out this whole credenza and that one over there as well, just to kind of get rid of some glasses that we really didn't use. Some of them are Christmas, so I'm glad that I got them out because I can put them back in the Christmas glassware box. I wanted to show y'all all these cute Christmas trees. They're magnetic, and they came from Walmart.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And here is the box for them. They're really, really nice. They were $8.68, but I think we got them on like a deal, with everything at the Christmas. It was closer to the Christmas day, so usually Walmart's pretty quick on putting their Christmas stuff on sale. So I'm going to actually put these back in the box. Hopefully they fit. That way I can put them in the Christmas tree box because I think they'll go the best in there. So you just take this, and there should be like a magnet somewhere. Oh, right here. It's literally just a magnet there in it. That's pretty cool. And then you fold. Wow. I was not expecting that to fold so well. Okay, that's nice. Together. And you can kind of see the 3 magnets. That's pretty nice job, Walmart. They've been getting pretty dang good on their Christmas decorations. This one doesn't have the tabs that the other one had, but I can see where they connect. Perfect. Let's see if this one has the tabs. It doesn't. But I think it's here. Yep. Cool. I wanted to show y'all this. We put this out every year. It's a snack box, or in water too. We keep snacks and water out for the delivery drivers just for Christmas time. Of course, because they're being, ran rampant with all the Christmas orders. So sometimes they need a quick little pick me up or a little fuel. So we always put those out. And I actually do have space in that. So I'm going to put some of the pillows in there because it's just not fitting into the other ones. So, all right, so the next we're gonna take down this tree. I'm gonna be very careful with it because it's a very pretty tree and I don't wanna hurt or destroy it in any way. So throughout the tree, there's these connections that you just undo. And it's the really ones I like that you just plug it in and then you screw it within itself. So I really like that. Now the top of this tree is not the, you know when the leaves just fall down there like on this little mechanical system? The top is not. At the top you have to, just stretch it out and everything. But so I want to put the easier ones in the box first, which we're gonna get that ready. I love these because you just push it down and it just goes down. I'm gonna actually do the bottom piece first. Okay, last piece. Be careful ends. Make sure I'm only pushing on the ends of everything. Trying to make sure I pinch any of the lights in there. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna be doing is actually clearing off the tree with the ornaments. I have the boxes sat here over on the couch. And if you remember, I'm gonna just put the ornaments back in their original box and then put them into one of the totes that we bought today. So I'm just gonna start with the tree topper and getting that off and then clearing this whole thing off. Now I am going to be getting rid of these lights. I wasn't able to post the Christmas video that I originally wanted to, but some backstories about the lights, I hate them. They, right now they're fine. I don't know if the sensor broke or something. I'm not too entirely sure, but we were looking for a soft twinkle light like the one tree that I showed you all. And this one just does some crazy things. It goes from like flashing to just doing all these dances. I don't really like all of that personally for me. I just like a soft twinkle or just a classic stay on light. Again, this isn't normal. Normally the settings doesn't have a steady on feature, if you can believe it or not. So I think it broke because there is a button on the plug-in itself that used to light up green, and for some reason it's not lighting up anymore. And normally it has a timer to turn off automatically, and it hasn't turned off since we found out that the button isn't lit up anymore. So I'm not too sure what happened. I could be using it wrong, but in any event, I still just don't like it because regardless whether it worked or not throughout the modes, it still doesn't have that soft twinkle. So the lights we are not keeping. So, but let's go ahead and get to removing these ornaments. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It's currently snowing, if you can probably see out my back window. Just got some Starbucks, and I was finishing up last night with just putting out our regular decor and putting away some Christmas. But I decided to list these two toolboxes I had for sale in my basement, just because I don't, if y'all remember in earlier this video, I don't work on cars anymore. I don't really have the space for it, nor honestly the desire right now. My interests are in a little bit of carpentry work, so I'm not really interested in automotive right now. I guess if I had a space I would, but there was no need. I've been lugging those tool chests around for, oh my gosh, 2 years now. I used them somewhat in Florida, barely though. I honestly could have gotten rid of them then, but we thought we were gonna get a garage with this house, and unfortunately we didn't. It's weird, every other house has a garage but ours. I don't know if they tore it down over the time or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, I listed those for sale, and I didn't think I was gonna get anything with them. It was a Husky and then a US General, which I think is Harbor Freight. Quite expensive, you know. The Husky for sure at least goes for 200, 300 bucks. I just listed it for 35 bucks. I had it for them for four or 5 years since we had it in our Florida house, so you know, value over time, and I just wanted to get rid of them. But y'all, I got at least 500 messages between both of those, and I went insane. People kept messaging me, and they were like, is there any dents, any scratches? And in my post, of course, you know, they never read the Facebook description you put in there light scratches and really no dents and stuff. But I'm like, it's $35 for a Husky tool chest that you could clearly see in the pictures in really good condition despite its age. And I'm like, what does it matter? It still works and everything. It was just frustrating me. But needless to say, a guy came and got the tool chest just now before I left the Starbucks, and he said, what about the other one? And I was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, I'll actually message you about the other one. I was like, I'm sorry, I got like 500 messages between. Actually, I'm gonna go drop some stuff off to home Goodwill while I'm out, so I don't have to go back out. But he was like, well, what about the other one? I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I had like 500 messages. I already have a guy coming who's rescheduled on me twice, but he seems very, you know, appreciative and very communicative, so I'm trusting him. I'm only giving him this one last time, and if he reschedules, the guy that just picked up the other piece said, just let me know, I'll come back and get the other one. But I'm just like, I guess now that I think about it, if I had a space for automotive and I was doing that and I needed a tool chest and I saw one for like 50 bucks, because the other one's 50 bucks and it's massive, it's pretty big, I guess I would be doing any and everything to try to get it too. Which, funny story, I had this one person who non-stop messaging me, well, a couple people kept offering me more than what I had them listed for both. You know, they was like, I'll give you 150 for both, or I'll give you 100 for both, or something like that. This one lady, and I stayed up to 2 a.m. this morning. She was messaging me all the way from when I listed it all the way into 2 a.m. And unfortunately, I had already made plans for the guy to come pick up the bottom, the one that she was interested in. And she was like, well, fine, I'll give you 50 for it, or I'll give you 60. Please, I really need this. And she was just like, I have the other set to it. I've been looking for it for a long time. And I did feel bad. I'm just like, she really, really wants it. But I'm also a man of my word. If I tell someone that they can come and get it at a certain time, I'm going to hold to that, just as I expect them to hold to what they say when they say they're going to come and get it. But I felt bad, but it's gone already and stuff. And the guy was very nice who picked it up this morning. But enough about toolboxes. Today I'm still going to be just getting rid of stuff and cleaning up, and Christmas is almost done. I don't think I'm going to put it away today because it's cold. It's snowing right now, and our attic is not insulated whatsoever, and I don't feel like being in the cold right now in my own house. So I think I'm just gonna make sure everything's tight and nitty with all the bins. I keep finding little pieces everywhere that I forgot to put into the bins, but that's fine. I did realize I ran out of red top bins, so I'm just gonna use 2 yellow top. It's fine. I'm just gonna hide them in the back. I don't want to go spend money and get more. It's not a necessity right now. I'll get the rest red bins next year. So they're not that big of a deal. So I'll put the rest of that in there and then start getting that attic organized once we get a little bit warmer of a day. But I think I'm still just gonna be getting rid of stuff. I have a ton of stuff in here from our, actually now that I think about it, I forgot to get it out of our living room. But I'm just dropping off a ton of Christmas stuff, at least to get rid of it. And I told y'all, it's gonna be like 5, 6, probably 10 different card trips to start getting rid of the stuff that we need amongst doing the road trip. So I'm about to pull up here and see. Hopefully they take this. I'm always afraid. I'm like, no, we're not taking this, and throw it back at me, but we'll see. All right. Keys. Hello. How you doing? Doing good. Oh, no, I have stuff I can take off. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. No, thank you. Have a good one. Whew, it is cold. It's not too terribly cold because I just got on literally just a sweat suit, a sweat matching set, sweatpants and stuff. So it can't be that cold because otherwise I'll be freezing. But that's dropped off. I didn't have too much in here, but we're definitely gonna have a lot more stuff. My next thing after the dining room, because the dining room is complete of getting rid of stuff, not just Christmas, but all of our home decor and stuff. Not all of it, but stuff that we don't want anymore. Plus we're gonna be redoing the dining room and stuff. So next I think it's gonna be the kitchen and kind of redoing all those cabinets and stuff. We have like 3, what do you call it? What do you call those things that you put in you put your food in, you leave it be, you know? And we have 3 of those, and I don't know why we need 3. One is a queso one, it's a theme one, which is I'm fine with keeping, and one standard one, but one other has to go. And then I also have a Instapot, which I'm definitely gonna sell. I haven't used that thing since I think last year when we moved in. I just used it to steam chicken for Pablo, honestly. I don't think we used it lately for us. It always burned on the bottom, and I always felt, oh my god, I thought this guy was gonna turn in front of me. I never really used it, and it always stuck, and it would just start ringing the alarm like it's burning, and then I would have to manually cook it. It was just, maybe because I keep putting that pot thing in the dishwasher, but I'm certain that thing is dishwasher safe. I can't imagine an Instapot insert is not dishwasher safe. But next is going to be cleaning out the kitchen and everything. So I don't know where I'm at in a part of this video in terms of how long it is. And if y'all know, it's going to be just a long talking video. So we'll see where we end up at. All right, everybody, I'm actually going to Goodwill and to pick up an item I found on Facebook Marketplace for our living room. Now that I cleaned it up, I felt like we needed a side table. So I'm going to go ahead and get that and kind of finish up our living room. So this video is, again, most of me talking, catching up, and wishing everyone a happy holidays and fresh start of the new 2025 year. A lot of projects are going to be coming. We got our master bathroom addition coming, our main bathroom refresh, and then some other things like our guest room makeover that we're also going to be doing, and also our game room. So we have a lot of things still to do when it comes to this house in terms of DIY projects and renovations. But I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll catch you all in the next video.